wasn't even fish. It was mainly just motherfuckers we all had, it was all of our members and shit. So, you know, if y'all got anything y'all want to say, any uh suggestions, any politic changes you want, now's a good ass time to bring it up right here.
Shit. Well, I see something. Um, that's why I put in the leader chat as far as the prison politics, because like I said, I've been in a lot of service, man. Like far as like, and this is my first and only prison server I've ever been in, right? But what made me stay in this prison server was when I first came in, I couldn't go to a certain side, and that gave me the realization that really like, I'm like, all right, the RP in here is on point. Whenever people feel like that in real life, that's neither here nor there. But I knew when I came in here, you got the RP side where if this was your side, you stayed over there. And if this is just, and that's how we politic. And I feel like definitely with the last prison update, we kind of got away from that. And I feel like that's one of the things that me myself I love. I stream a lot. Like when I when I stream, people want to see that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the reality that a lot of servers don't have. And you know what I'm saying? Like this is my first server when I got different, groups of races in here as well. So like that's different. Like I be streaming, people say, yo, where the Serenos at? I run to the Serenos. Or where the Nortes at? I run show them you mean I show different aspects, and I feel like that's what helped the community because, like you said, when fish come in here, you got to get them structure. Now we don't have our structure together. Then how we gonna teach them the
Yeah,
politics
watch out, homie.
or tell them this, that, and the third?
He's good. He's good.
Oh
Italy
yeah.
right here. Eddie. It's Eddie right here.
So
Little Italy.
I definitely like the fact I remember shit yesterday when we was on and I went to go talk to the scans and the dude was checking me. I said, I like him. You know what I mean? Just because again, that's what I miss. I miss the fact that somebody saying, oh yo, you good, but you here for pleasure or business. I just feel like it just bring the real RP feel back. And it's like we gotta have, like I say, the fish that's coming in, they gotta respect that too. But like I said, if we don't have our shit together, then they ain't gonna have their shit together, and shit, like you said, it's gonna be a bunch of chaos. I definitely wanna like we should actually get back to the real politics of real prison because I believe this is supposed to be what LA based prison. In LA be real big on the race cars and the race wars and stuff like that.
People
So
stick to
that
their race.
yeah, so that's another thing that's like this is LA prison. And if you go to LA, like I say, you got the white car, it's different cars, and that's what it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? And I feel like again, that's what kept me here. You know, I just spoke my piece, but that's what kept me in here.
What I've been noticing though is it's a lot of new gangs. Like people like we've shunned away because they're crash outs. They'll get other crash outs together, form a new gang of crash outs, and it's usually up on those guys with you know the entire
Yeah.
jail usually. But that's instead of shunning everybody, we gotta try to show them the ropes a little bit. Not not let them go rogue right off the bat. Fuck. Bring them in, even if they sign them CK perms. It's fucking great way to keep the rest of the guys in check if they're watching you kill somebody.
Yeah, I get that point. And I don't know. Nowadays, I feel like there's like people be arguing like I don't hear fools arguing in prison. Like as soon as some disrespectful shit is said, you're gonna fight right there and then because you're not a level. You're not a mark. And fools are way too fast to pull out knives nowadays. Fool.
Yeah, I was about to say that too.
Like the
People
knives
gonna
need to
get the
chill the
stab, stab,
fuck out.
stab.
It's just like it's either fade or or just pull out that knife automatically. Like that's what fools be doing.
What's up?
They just need to have more fights and shit. And fools like be taking shit this like to heart when you get stabbed or when you get knocked out. Like I don't know. I think it's I don't like the stabbing fool. I think it's just
Y'all
too
good?
much for.
Um, I definitely agree, and that's like I feel like I know everybody leader in here, and I feel like we all got good leaders. And I from what I was told, you're supposed to get the okay from your leadership. You get what I'm saying before you stab somebody, and I think that falls back on us disciplining the guys who doing it. You know what I mean? Like I
Correct.
said, so
I agree
I
on that.
so
Facts,
I
hundred
think that
percent.
falls under us and our leadership because, like I said, I know I talked to a lot of guys in here, and we all great leaders, and I understand we can't control everybody 24/7, but can be repercussions and penalties for that. And I think that falls under us because I know it's an hour cooldown after stabbing. I believe before it was a stabbing, you had to have at least 4 interactions. I think you had to
Correct.
have you got to. So I think that's our job to implement that. And again, even if, like I say, we got like if we have like new fish that's coming in, like I take it upon myself to teach them this Surge RP. So you got to have your Mies, key bind. You got to have that shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't just stab out the brick. For a long time, I wouldn't even carry a knife on me. I'd rather fight. And honestly, because of my
Yeah.
height, I don't pick fights. You know what I'm saying? So everybody knows I be chilling. You know, most times I beat up is people who bitches who get smart or say something slick. You know what I'm saying? But again, I think that falls back to us in controlling, the gangs and you know what I mean, as far as giving them the green light. And I believe that falls under the key holder as well because for a stabbing go on, the key holder is supposed to be notified and okay it. So I think that falls under us.
Correct. Shot callers as well. If any of y'all's members is stabbing and y'all didn't give them a go ahead, that's something y'all gotta punish them for. And I
Yeah.
feel like
I feel
a
like
lot of people
CKs need to
aren't
go
doing
up.
that.
Right.
Yup. I feel like a lot
CKs
of
need to
people are
way
sleeping
up.
on that shit.
Another thing that I feel like will kind of turn people off, and I said this and I voiced my opinion. I feel like the last prison, the COs was too friendly with CK. I wasn't a fan of that. I feel like
Yeah,
if you
they were.
grind
They were.
hard, if you grind hard in this motherfucker for real, it's like everybody know who's up in here. This shit ain't easy.
Yeah.
It's hard this motherfucker to get ahead, and if I get fucking CK for a fist fight, I'm gonna have an issue. Like now,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Because that's not real prison. And I feel like once that shit happened, I think that turned a lot of people off. Because I remember the
CK's
last day,
hurt
like
too. Like they
yeah,
really
like
hurt.
I think 4 Savinos got CK.
Yeah.
Like
I got my old character CK'd by fucking
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
by a guard. He just shot me in
Same.
the head.
and I feel like that right there, I'm not a fan of. I think, and this is my opinion, I feel like you need more than 5 interactions to
Well,
CK because again, it's too easy to CK in here.
Yeah, no,
yeah.
I actually I agree with that, bro. I was able to like CK like the dropout Italians after like one day of interactions,
Yeah,
bro. That shit was
just
ridiculous.
I just feel like
It's
that's too
five's
easy.
Yeah, five's too quick. That's what we
It's
said
too
Yeah,
quick.
before.
they're not realistic with their CKs. Like I got shot like 3 times. I was still alive. They CK'd me and it was goofy, but like they just gotta be more realistic with it and like try to RP shit more out. Like when fools get shot, they need to fucking like medical them in the yard. Like
Yeah,
take that
instead of
shit
just
out
like instantly
instead of just
sending them to the
exactly.
Did
morgue. That shit
anyone
Like that
was
shit
see
is just
annoying.
goofy as fuck.
Is that text talking?
Did anyone see the CK
No, that
clip,
wasn't me,
the
guy.
war clips?
Oh, no, I think Sabrino's got a Texas too.
Nah, that was dead.
No, he's not with us anymore, bro.
Okay.
Yeah,
So to
Bone.
actually
so
This is
CK
Bones
somebody,
talking,
it
bro. I
should
got the
be
keys back now, the Sereno, so
Okay.
I'll run that shit again.
I should bet. Like, yeah, like I just feel like I'm not a fan of that. So I feel like that kind of killed shit too. Like I said, you and this bitch grinding, you moving, working, you get up, and then you get CK for a fist fight. It's like, man, fuck. And I got to start over.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't feeling
Yeah.
that.
They should like really redefine like what interaction means. Like, well, a bad
Yeah.
argument shouldn't be a bad interaction to like initiate a CK.
CK, like in real life, man, like prison, you don't even like police don't come out with lethal unless you beating up the COs and you stabbing them. Like, fist fights happen. If you
Yeah,
gotta
the
throw your
COs
ride, if you gotta throw your ride gear and come in there, you understand that. And that, like I say, and then like, and I do understand their POV too because when they do use the bean bags, motherfuckers get up and start fighting. So I think we gotta understand there's a cooldown when that happens as well. Like, instead of just keep fighting. And I also feel like say if me and Zoe get into it and I stab him or he stabbed me, and we go see the doctor and we heal. We need a whole nother interaction before we get back into it. It's not like, because again, it shouldn't be, I remember you stabbed me, so I'm just going to come right back at you without no interaction.
Yeah, and I feel like CO's becoming too hot. Like we're nobody or something. Like if you talk shit to an inmate or some shit, like that shit's not gonna be all smooth and clear after. Like I don't like how you have to like do a bunch of shit just to do something to a CO.
What do you mean? You only need a couple negative fucking interactions with a CO,
Yeah, but I
just
don't
like
think you
an
should have
inmate.
interaction with COs.
See,
So we used to have it like that, but we would just attack in COs repeatedly and repeatedly and repeatedly, and then they just wouldn't show up.
Yeah, it's just I'm just thinking out of it. Like it's just if the RP just goes up, that's what I'm thinking. If it
Yeah,
just
but I'm gonna speak from a realist. Like, okay, so I've been in here. Like me personally, I don't fuck with COs, right? Because I know in real prison, COs can search you anytime they want. Most time, I got a knife on me or drugs. So like, I even hate when motherfuckers start fighting and the COs right there because that shit makes shit hot. Right?
Let
And I feel
me
like it's. Go ahead.
let me ask you guys a question. Has anyone ever actually made a ticket to stab a CO?
No.
Nope.
No.
I've never
It
even,
should be.
I've never even
Should
seen
be.
one.
I've
I
never
gotta
even
be
stabbed
honest,
a
I
CO.
So I
I thought
mean,
COs
why
were
don't you
just
guys just like?
unstabbable. I didn't even realize you could.
I've
No,
I'm
never
you
just
even
can.
saying,
stabbed
You
a
why
can.
don't you
CO.
try just throwing it
Yeah.
up? Yo, you got to make
Oh
a
yeah.
faction ticket to
Yeah.
stab a CO.
Yeah. It's a protocol to it
Okay.
because you gotta think like this, bro. This jail honestly run off of COs, right? And we keep running them niggas away. Who the fuck we gonna have? You get what I'm saying? Like we need the COs in here, so it's like a lot of motherfuckers be dicks to the COs. You know what I'm saying? Like Al is one of the cools, and motherfucker, like if some COs come in here to get their RP too. Like so when,
That's
of
right.
course,
That's
of
right.
course, of course, we gonna have them outnumbered. But at the same time, motherfuckers are fighting in front of the COs. It's no fear for the COs when it should be. You know what I'm saying? Like if, like right now in this jail, you can come in the library, stab a nigga. You got the commissar, you got the lockers. There's ways to get away from the CO. You can RP that shit and tell COs, hey, somebody needs you in medical. Y'all can go over there just to get them off the head because like I feel like,
Yup.
and I think that's what's hard at keeping COs in here because it's like we feel like we always got to win. The CO's trying to get one of us, we bank them. Like shit, you know what I mean?
Another thing you got to take into consideration: 9 out of the 10 times, it's one of us that's the CO.
Yeah,
So we're not fucking clueless. We know what you guys are doing. But if you guys RP it out, we're willing to RP it out. You know what I mean?
that's my thing. Like I'm a CO, and I don't always have to win. I think me and
At all.
one of
Right
the
here.
the Serenos got into it about the knife situation. You feel me? I wasn't being a dick. He showed me his clip. It was easy. It was I wasn't pressed to take his knife. You know what I'm saying? I don't always have to win. You feel me? I don't mind taking my losses wherever I get stabbed or get killed, get my ass whipped. I can take my losses. I feel like sometimes we got to let up off of the COs because outside of most of us that is COs are gang characters, so we got tough skin. If a motherfucker coming here that ain't a gang character, he ain't really feeling that. You feel me? Like you getting your ass whipped every goddamn time, you outnumbered. You know what I'm saying? You call them back up, and then you gotta think it's a big prison. So you got motherfuckers in chow, motherfuckers in the chair. It's a lot, bro. I think we also got to, do our part with trying to make sure like the COs get their RP and we kind of let up off of them as well.
But that isn't really like an issue with the leaders, bro. That's really an issue with like the new fish that come in because they don't
No, I know.
understand that.
No, I know.
And also, it is on the leaders because it's your guys' job to teach the fish how to do that
Correct.
shit.
Correct. That's
And also-
another reason why I'm trying to do this meeting here too. So in case some of y'all don't know, you got to be a little bit more stricter on y'all's fish, so they as well know how to give the program and shit.
Yeah. I just feel like I said, man, it's a great server, man. It's great RP. You got a nigga who actually own the server, who listen. You feel me? That pay attention to the community. You rarely get that. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
true.
And like I said, you got the new fish coming here, and I'm gonna be real. It's mainly the black fish. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I talked to Vaughn and text about that because again, he come in here on some renegade shit. You feel me? And we gotta have structure. Like, it is what it is. You gotta get with the program or get rolled out. Like, we also had trolls in here. You feel me? It ain't nothing for us to come together, but if our politics not together, it's gonna be kind of hard to tell them what to do. They're gonna look at it as, oh shit, ain't no structure in here.
Correct.
And
Just some bullshit.
another thing I want to throw in there, and for the person that said it's not really on the leaders, it's on the fish. If the familia or whatever, or the brand or whatever, if they see you guys continuously, allowing fish to do stupid shit like this, it will come down to you, and it'll either be you take the fish out or you get taken out. So it's not really like, oh, it's not on us, it's not on us, it's only the fish. It's our job as, like the old school motherfuckers or, the original people to keep the fish accountable for their actions. Or else it does come back on us.
Yeah, I remember that time when I first was in here and shit, bro. When the fish came in and shit, we'd talk to the other side. We'd talk to them a couple of times. We'd talk to the other side, let them know, like, hey, he doing his thing. But when that time going, we really getting rid of his ass. Like, interaction, send it up, boom, get rid of their ass. That's a key holder.
Yep.
Yeah, man. I just feel like, I don't know, like I said, we gotta get it back together, man. I feel like it's like I said, we all good leaders, and it's just like I say, just trying to get structure back. how it was.
That's right.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I gotta say something else too. So you know how when the new fish is coming around, acting, and they like to act hard and everything. Y'all don't always gotta start stabbing them. You know what I mean?
Well, and if you are gonna handle it, do it obvious. Make it, take it
Yeah,
into a
like
cell. Don't fucking
yeah,
do it right out in the open.
that's right.
Get one of
Nah,
your
talk
boys to
to
go
him.
bring
Yeah.
them in. Be like, hey, I got some product. Come in here, and then you beat the fuck out of them, or you stab them, or do
Yeah,
whatever you gotta
Yeah,
do.
you
Just
talk
don't do
to
it
him,
in the public
program with
eye.
him, let him know he gonna
Right.
get with the program or not. Talk to him, give him once or two
yeah. Like
times.
it don't
That
just gotta
third
be just
time
straight
is
to
just like,
stabbing
yeah,
either. Like at least talk to them, give them a little ass beating here and there, so that they stay in the city as well. Because every time they come in here, y'all just stabbing them. I don't think it's gonna. They don't want to be in here no more.
Correct.
Even stabbing too, but this shit with fighting in front of the COs and in the day pod, like right out in
That
the open,
too.
like
Yeah, that
that
too.
shit does not happen in
that's
prisons.
not
Like you
real
get packed
RP.
up by
At
your
all.
own.
Own
In
people
prison, you
send
get
you up.
packed up by your own people about it for
Go
doing
do it
that
in a
shit.
workshop or something.
And
Like,
people are
Right.
doing it. People are stabbing dudes in front of COs. Like
Mm-hmm.
that
This
shit ain't.
pod's too
Fighting in front of
small, so
COs and
like they
fighting in the day
usually
room,
don't be
that's really a
sitting in
coward
here.
move. You looking for help when you fighting in the day room in front of the laws. You don't do
Yeah,
that shit.
like seriously, in real life,
I don't
your own
like this
people
pod
would
at
pack
all.
you the fuck up.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, listen, that's
You
what we
should
got to
be.
get back to. We got to get back
Usually,
to
this
like
meal spot right here is open. My bad about interrupting, but that
we
meal
good.
spot right here,
No,
right
you
next to
made a
us, is
good
usually
point.
open.
Yeah, that's what we used to
yeah.
That's
take care
where
of
I mean.
business at
That's
when the
where I've
first
been
president was
taking.
here.
I
We used
remember
to
we
take
used to
care
be
of
like, oh,
business
let's
in
head to
here.
the back. Let's go to
Yep, we
the
used to take care of
workshop.
business
You know
in
what
the
I mean?
meantime.
Even in your cells, just get a bunch of your boys to stand in front of the cells, whistle when the CO's coming,
I feel like
and just
that always falls. It also falls into people's ability to RP. Like I
That
Yeah,
as
say,
yeah, that's
well.
true. Yup.
yeah,
And I ain't gonna
exactly.
lie, I've dealt with a lot of people. They were trying to let's just say my cousin, right? My cousin, he's a CO and shit. So I've seen the whites like literally trying to distract me with the woo, and I play it up. Like that's good. That's good. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like keep doing that.
And the other night, I told the CO, bro, somebody in intake. I mean, somebody in the chow hall lot. They need both of y'all, and that's just to get them out the chair. Because again, like, it's. I think I always say, man, RP like somebody got the eyes on. Like even if somebody trying to rob you, like, I'm gonna give you your scene. I don't always have to win. You get what I'm saying? Like I think that falls into just RPing and just trying to be creative. Like you say, we in here is a prison server, but it ain't a million things we can do. You get what I'm saying? But the content is what makes it great. And the structure is what makes it great. It brings a real feel to it because, like I say, you ain't gonna get a lot of cities don't RP at all. you
That's
feel me?
right.
No
That's
So
right.
shit.
they don't RP at all. So like I say, that's what kept me here. And like I say, I brought motherfuckers over here because of that. I stream it. I do a lot of shit. I know there's other streamers in here as well, but that's the realness of it. It's the fact that you can get that real feel like, bro, you can't go over there, bro, because you black and the whites over there, yo. So they gonna check you. So I should tell dudes to come in here to go over there just so they can see how real it is. Yo, go over there and see what happened. And they'll be like, "What the boys pressed up on me." Like that's how
Exactly.
it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I like. That's just my input though.
Oh yeah, man.
I agree.
Now for some in city shit, beefs and shit. Does anyone got problems with this person, that faction that they want to bring right here, and we could
I want to
possibly
get.
settle
I'm not
it
gonna
and
lie.
do whatever?
Yeah,
When
I
I
was gonna
first
say
got
we
into
need
the
to
new
get some shit
prison, I did
figured
some
out.
dumb shit, and I hit like a new fish with my 8-ball in public, and I'm pretty sure like do that stabbed the shit out of me. So that's something that did happen.
But and see, and this is why I understand prison politics. See, so before I stabbed you, I went to one of the big homies on the white side and let him know to play. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah, exactly. And then after I went up to you, I'm like, like I did fuck up.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get an eye for an eye.
But I feel like that's part of the real politics is too. Is like say if I got an issue with a Norte and I know I'm cool with some Nortes, bro, I go to them and I got enough faith. Just like Kane got into it with somebody, and what happened, Kane?
Yup.
So it's like I feel like that's part of the prison politics as well. It's like, of course, I could go crash out and don't go check in, but that's the respect I have for each different card. Where I'm gonna come to you and say, hey, listen, y'all either could check them or I'm going there, or this the issue. You get what I'm saying? And he could either be on some renegade shit, or he could be like, man, you know what? We'll handle it. If you want to shoot your fade, then shoot your fade. But you know what I mean? However you see fit. And I feel like that's another thing that we could tap back into, where it's like, if somebody get out of line on some disrespectful shit, instead of just like you say, have guns ablazing and ready to stab, it's like also get that RP because it's still content. You going over talking before shit happens. Everything might not get worked out, but it's still the RP part. You get what I'm saying?
I got something I want to ask about like Booyah Tribe real quick. Because like the whole show, my guys like beefing it with y'all for some reason. It was they were confused because y'all had a Crip within the game.
All right, so
if
this
you could clear that up.
this how this started,
better
right?
than me.
All right, so basically, when we went to the last prison, Mikey basically was saying that it couldn't be street affiliated. You know what I'm saying? So like you had to change like different names and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So the reason it went straight tribe because it couldn't carry the Booyah. So Booyah shit was more so a family shit. And dude was a Crip, whatever the case may be. And then we just like honestly, everybody know I'm black. You feel me? So it's like I'm not. So that's the
What
thing.
the hell? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that, man. For real, I didn't know that.
So just like the council, right? The council relate to a lot because they have different people in there as well. You know what I'm saying? So that's where it came in where I guess they ain't know he was a Crip. But yeah, he is under trial. You know what I'm saying? So that's where that whole thing came from. It is different members and different people under there. It's like 187 got Crips and Bloods and that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I think and again, it was a small misunderstanding. And I'm not even gonna say, dude, don't be popping it, because he be talking his shit too. I tell him all the time, like, bro, you gotta chill out. I don't know who was that for. I just seen niggas jumping him. If it would have been a one-on-one fight, we'd have let him fight. You get what I'm saying? It's not even an ongoing issue, but I think when I got off, I think that they kept stabbing 24/7. Like I think that was the build-up.
Yeah, no, I wasn't
So
fucking
then-
with that shit either.
So then, look, like we've already addressed our guys stabbing. 'Cause I ain't gonna sit here in front like that's someone that ain't us. You know what I mean? But like, we've definitely addressed our people on that, and they know to cool it. Like if you gonna stab somebody, do it right. Which we can't even. I don't even think we can go on the offensive and stab somebody right now with our cooldown. But like, so with like. Basically, what I'm trying to get to, and this also envelops into the whites with our beef with the whites, because like we ain't. I think everybody thinks like we coming in and we trying to beef with everybody. That's not what we're trying to do. You feel me? So if we're gonna make sure to crack down on our fish and on our new guys and the people who don't fully understand how the politics go and all that. And like we basically we wanted to cool down with everybody. You feel me? We ain't trying to beef with the Booyah. We ain't trying to beef with the skins. We ain't trying to beef with the Serenos. Like we're coming to it. We're trying to politic all this out and have it be done with, because it's bad for business on every end for everybody.
I think you're good with the North Days, though. I don't think you got a problem with us.
All right, my question is like, what about groups who don't really get new fish? Like, is this like strictly for gangs, or is this cars when we're dealing with new fish?
What you mean?
Like, literally Italians, like, bro, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of just me at this point, so I'm just probably gonna disband it. But like, let's say like a whitefish comes in, is that my and none of the council guys are here? Is that my responsibility under my car? Like,
if he's joining up in your gang, like initially, yeah, it would be your responsibility to go and take control of that. But if it keeps going on and say the key holder or whatever, then it's going to become a car issue. You know,
that, like if it's like a council new fish, but none of y'all are on, but I'm on, and I see him fucking up, like, would that become my responsibility, or would I just leave it alone?
Like if the people that dude belongs to, aren't stepping in and getting them in line and shit, then yeah, that's going to become a car thing, because it's going to affect the whole, It's going to affect the whole car and the whole population as a whole anyway, because we're going to get locked down if he just keeps going around fighting people and
correct
all that dumb shit.
But
I got something else when it comes to the cars too that I want to get addressed too, is that like, so obviously like we're part of the other car, right? But we haven't really been politicking with the other members of the other car. We understand that like that's on us and we need to up that role play, right? But on the same note, like we accept more than just like we're a Hispanic gang, but we accept black members too. And like obviously I'm white, you know what I mean? But I ain't part of the white car. Like I'm part of this shit. So like I don't know if we need a really like, how do we address the guess what would be the best way for us to go about like addressing the like issue of that, like because I think some people getting us confused with the black card too. So then like I think that's creating an issue in and of itself right there as well.
Well,
and then with
I mean, if they're mainly Hispanics, don't y'all have to run under a southern or a northern card?
Well, they have a mix. They have a mix of people, don't they? You said you have.
Yeah.
You said you have what?
like,
You got
so
Mexicans,
we're
you got black
we're
and white, right?
we're a mostly Puerto Rican gang, but we also like got a couple blacks and I think we got like three blacks, but and then I'm white, but like we're part of the other card. Like
yeah, I think that's
what I'm
where
saying.
I think that's where you would be for something like, you know what I mean, for a mix like that.
I've always
you
wondered
would.
that. Like, I understand the northern and southern car, but there should also be like a Hispanic car too, though, bro.
So the Hispanic.
Well, it's the other car. Like
Yeah,
the Hispanic car
But
would be
that's
like
so
the other
broad,
car.
though. Like
The
the
Hispanic
Italians
car.
run under the other, then you have the
I thought
Polynesians
it's
and
like
the
northern and
Hispanics.
south.
Like
the
that is just
It's
northern
way
and
always
too
been
big
like
of a
that, bro.
blanket.
California prisons runs
But
exactly like
also,
that,
you
my
guys
boy.
cannot lie.
That's how
You guys cannot
that's
lie.
how it really runs, though. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
really
yeah.
how it runs in the California prisons, at least. That's how it's set up.
So like
And the reason they did that is because they were so outnumbered between, say, the white car, the black car, and you know what I mean. So they all got together because to get, you know what I mean, because they were so outnumbered. There was no place for them. But that's really, I mean, that's really how it goes. I mean, the Samoans are, I don't know if anyone's ever been locked up in Cali, but the Samoans are huge out there. They're under the other car too. So, I think Puerto Ricans, I believe, I don't know. But I mean, I personally think that's where y'all would fall under.
Anything
But
that is not Hispanic and white.
I mean, in California, there's no Hispanic bloods.
Yeah.
So then that moves
So
me
that's
on
like
to
a hard. It's a hard thing to even politic about.
No, be real. There is no Hispanic
there
blood in
is.
Cali.
I mean, there is, but when
We're not
they
in
hit
Cali,
the-
man. We in
I know,
Dallas,
but they'll
Texas.
run with
they-
they'll run with the bloods. You know, I mean, it's obvious. There's that little
They'll
portion,
get whacked
but like,
out
is there
the
a gang?
boys.
No,
we
there
tried
is
to-
no
we-
gang.
Well, we tried to do that, right? Like, and that's why I think when we first came to this prison, it's supposed to have went under the UBN based off of Mikey format, right? Because it wasn't supposed to be different blood sets. But then it became a
You
confusion
see, and
where it
that's
was
like we was trying to do that with other blood sets too. Like we was trying to have a UBN set up to where it's not just like, you know what I
see,
mean?
this is where the confusion
And that-
came in because you got some bloods is under the black card, right? And then, like you say, the tribe was originally bloods. So then it became confusion of where would they
So
fall
would
at.
there be any way for us like to start another car that's like a blood car for us to be able to have that UBN structure? Where it could be like this gang, this faction is a predominantly Hispanic blood set, and then this faction is predominantly black or whatever, and then they all fall under the UBN.
I mean, I believe so. If y'all big enough, I mean, I don't see why y'all couldn't have like a UBN and then all the bloods fall under there, and that's like a bigger umbrella or a lot of mixed personalities that y'all got to try to control. Because like I said, we actually tried it. We
That's how
actually
you
tried
get the
it.
numbers up.
Yeah, we actually tried it, but then you had some dudes that came in was like, yo, you ain't this blood set, we ain't recognizing this, and then it became turmoil inside each other. So it
Well,
used
yeah,
to
I
be
mean,
like that.
Like we got, because realistically, with the amount of bloods we got the numbers to do a UBN. But like you said, I mean, really, what you're talking about with what you guys have already said would be on leadership. We have to make sure to crack down on our people. Like if you're not going to get with the program and fall under the UBN and operate how we operate, then I mean, we're gonna have to address that because, like, realistically, it would be a UBN setup. And I mean, if that's what, like, if we got to crack down super hard on fish and people who ain't getting with that program, then that's what we got to do to make it work. You know what I mean?
Not real. I agree.
I mean,
on all
it's
that
always
shit,
been like
bro.
that.
Like, we
for the
definitely
fish.
got the numbers to have a blood car. You know,
And we gotta stop letting these fish cause internal problems and like external problems with everybody. Cause I see that's a big thing, bro. You let a fish pump your whole gang up, like it's not that big of a deal, bro. Just talk
Yeah.
about that shit.
I mean, ever
It
since I
is a
joined
lot of
this-
fish, but there's also something else. Like, and this is what our problems kind of stem from with the whites is that on my other I mean, on my previous Soul Shaggy, right? He came in as a nephew to my other soul before that, Cletus, who was a skinhead. Long backstory short, like when Shaggy came in, he wasn't like I wasn't gonna politic no beef from before from my other soul, how I should be, right? And then one of the skins had brought it up, like a bigger homie within the skins had brought it up, and like what was taunting me with it. Oh, I got your uncle's head in my cell, whoop de woo, like shit like that. And that's like it further escalated from there. Which he gone now, like that soul, that character's gone. So that's part of the reason like why I wanted to even talk to the skins outside of this meeting before this meeting was gonna happen, because like that shit, like we're trying to dead that shit. We ain't trying to be going back and forth all the time with this over something that really shouldn't have been an issue to begin with. So I think like I don't know, I think if we're coming in on like a cousin soul or a new soul, like that needs to be on everybody to make sure that you're not bringing up like that shit and making that new beef with that soul.
Well, the issue between the skins and the brims is y'all decided to start robbing skinheads for like 4 days straight, and then once shit started getting back, y'all want to be like, nah, we don't want beef no more, and y'all got told the price to pay, and you didn't want to pay up, so...
Not, I mean, if we want to be like, to be honest, we offered peace a couple of different times, but again, it's stemmed back from that initial argument, which then turned into fights and the jumpings. So then, yeah, okay, well, if y'all are going to jump us all the time and we're going to fight, then yeah, we're going to rob you when we can. You know what I mean? Like, we're going to take you off to the side. We're going to rob you if we get the opportunity.
And that's why you guys are getting packed up left and right every day.
Listen, I'm not saying like that's war. I understand that. And I'm not coming to you wanting peace because I'm afraid of war. But ultimately, like, for one, we really can't be going to war with a cooldown on us. That don't make no sense. For two, like, it's bad for business. It makes us look bad as for one, a new gang. For two, gangs.
Like I said, you got offered an out and you guys denied it. So.
What do we offered you an out? When Shaggy was still around, the dude
you don't offer us shit. We offered you a fucking out. Because we'll go to war with you every day, all day, when your cooldown's down for the rest of our fucking life.
Out? Because none of us, like, I'm never aware of
bro, I walked up to y'all yesterday when I killed 3 of you by myself.
I don't think he was
brothers. Look,
for the present
we're here to
conversation,
talk politics and to get shit straight, all right? We're not here to shit talk back and forth, right? Save
I'm not
war
trying
talk
to shit
for
talk.
after.
I'm trying to say for the talks I was present for. You see what I'm saying? The talks I was present for, when the out was offered on our end, Shaggy was willing to go into the cell one-on-one with the individual he had the issues with, and it would be a CK fight. Whoever walked out, and that would be the end of it. And we was told no, can't make that happen. So what does that also do? Okay, that tells us it's going to continue happening. So then we caught the cooldown, and we want peace out of, for one, you can't have a war while on a cooldown. That just can't be done. For two,
you're right, so you better
overall,
start stacking
like, we trying
your
to, like, doing a better, like, we trying to organize and structure our shit and not have our people crash out, and we can't, like, it's harder for us to do that if y'all are sitting there being a problem for us. You see what I'm saying? Like, you can't antagonize our people constantly, and then we have to tell them, no, y'all gotta fall back, y'all gotta fall back. It ain't gonna happen.
I think we need love, peace, and hair grease.
Love, peace, and hair grease, brother.
Like, I'm fully willing to let it just be like, I don't care what you call it, beef fight, or we just stay out each other's way, like how y'all want to play it. But I'm just trying not to be at constant war.
No, listen, from what I hear,
like, we can drop it right now.
Listen, from what I hear, he ain't trying to drop it.
Yeah, we ain't dropping shit. We ain't dropping a motherfucking thing.
That's what it is.
So listen, hold on.
And that's what it. But then here's the thing, though. With us on cooldown, what does that leave us in? A position of nothing but lose.
No,
it ain't even like
you in a cooldown.
You can fight back.
You can defend. You can defend yourself.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, listen.
So we just gotta stand there and wait for y'all to come at us all the time.
Yeah, that's how it's gonna be, homie.
That's how cooldown.
That's how it's gonna be.
I mean, like I said, cop up the banger and $1,000, yo, and that was that. You guys said no. That was a cheap out. That was a cheap out.
Crazy.
Listen,
this
whatever y'all
conversation has nothing to do with what we're talking about, fool. This is your guys' politics. This is not everybody's politics, fool.
That is right.
Y'all gotta go handle that.
Well, we not told that this is meant to handle all, like, in-city beef, anything like that.
Yeah, you just told us anybody that we were, you know.
Correct. It's just should be.
Yeah, it's going nowhere. So I already
know
told
as
you
well.
what time it was. So I mean, we move on from this.
Okay, so look. All right, look, it ain't gonna be no tea and coffee and crackers. It just ain't gonna happen. We understand y'all got issues. I mean, hope it end well. You know what I'm saying? He said what, a banger and what, 500? What you say?
I said a banger and $1,000.
A banger and $1,000.
It'll be war, bro. We ain't paying that. No.
Okay. All right.
That's
All right.
Let's go. Next.
All right, next question, man. Listen. I ain't got nothing to say. She just went left.
Hey, and I'm gonna be honest, my boy. Like I told y'all yesterday, since I'm talking to you, Lab Brim Spooky, I told y'all niggas yesterday, y'all gonna keep fighting with the white folks and whatever. And that shit's gonna come up on the second tier. And we on the stairs, y'all on the corner hiding basically. So if y'all niggas fighting, take that shit downstairs, bro.
Ain't nobody on the corner hiding.
There's been numerous times where I've chased you guys down into a crowd.
The whole meet grade go left.
Guys. And not just that, you're not supposed to really. We just talked about this. You're not supposed to be doing it in pods. If you guys can handle it, it comes into here or into, you know.
And cool, I understand that. Like we can do that. But like when they trying to kick us out the cell, bro, like when we came in this facility, like we came up to claim the cells, right? We politicked it out with these boys for us to get those cells for them to get that cell. And then now they trying to push us out like that. That's wild.
Gotta hold their ground.
That's Rolly. No, that's Rolly.
Yeah,
I mean, if they offered it to you and now they're taking it back, Rolly it out.
That shit, bro,
I mean, that's fine. That's what we gotta do. That's what we're gonna do.
Over there, right there. But what I seen yesterday is the reason why I brought that up. I'm the one who brought that up about y'all moving right there because that shit coming right past us, putting us in the mix. It don't make sense. The blacks are right there. Y'all rocking with the other car. Why would y'all be right next to us with a beef got to cross us?
That's RP purposes,
cool.
bro.
And,
listen,
like,
y'all we can RP that in
like I
prison,
said,
bro.
like I
That's
said,
happening in
man,
real life.
It's cool. I'm done talking.
We'll
I don't
about
want to talk about nothing. It's cool.
All right, that's a bet.
All right, then we
I
go.
don't know, my boy. I tried to politic it with y'all, man. I was cool with Killer. You know, I talked to him about y'all coming in, but I don't know.
But here's the thing: it seems like nobody want to politic with us. We trying to.
I mean, I tried to politic with you yesterday.
You brought this on yourself, homie. With your hard-headed.
This is the second time I'm talking to you about it, my boy.
All right, cool. Go ahead.
That's between y'all and the Skins. Y'all will gonna have to RP that shit out after this. You know what I'm saying? This is just so everyone could bring shit to the table and figure shit out for politics for the fish and shit like that. I'm not here to shit talk other motherfuckers. You know, most of us are leaders. We gotta act like motherfucking leaders. All right. Seems like the meeting is gonna be adjourned. All right, I appreciate y'all for motherfucking coming out to this bitch.
Who do you think
It's
you are,
adjourned,
bro?
nigga. It's adjourned.
Fuck
Meeting's
you.
adjourned.
Bro, what
It's
the
adjourned.
fuck? Hey, it's a
Using
6-minute
big ass
recess.
words.
6-minute
Big
recess.
words. Big words.
Hey, niggas been in here too long. Shit get real.
Yeah.
You doing a lot of attention in
Motherfuckers ain't read
here.
a book, man. I'm telling
They're
you.
reading books out here and shit, man.
I'm telling y'all, man. Y'all been this bitch for as long as I have. 45 years.
I know.
Tell
Fool, why are you starting
Crying like
wars
a
if you
little
don't want
ass
to finish
bitch.
them, fool? Don't start wars if you can't finish them, homie.
Fucking started calling us scraps, homie.
Right?
Who did? Who did?
Them fucking the brim, nigga. That's what we're beefing with them. Fucking mixed ass pups.
The Brim's trying to
Shut the
get
fuck
packed
up,
up by
nigga.
the whole pod, bro. Like that shit.
What
He
the
went from saying he don't want the smoke now to just wanting
Lonzo.
that he ain't dropping. Like, he getting shit on.
What the hell?
Shit
What's
on them
going on?
every hour on the hour, bro.
All right,
The
so
Brims,
beef
bro.
with the Brims?
The Brim's
don't
got
know.
beef with the whole pod, my nigga.
Really?
Yes. The whole pod just told him what time it was downstairs.
That's crazy.
Bro, I got the whole thing clipped.